Alright, so in this video, we're going to look at this 2024 JAMB question, question 28. Alright, so the question is solve 16 raised to the power of x equal to 0.25. Solve 16 raised to the power of x equal to 0.25. So we are given option A to be minus 1 all over 2, option B is 1 all over 4, option C is minus 1 over 4, and then option D is 1 over 2. Alright. So again, the question is solve 16 raised to the power of x equal to 25. All right. So let's put a solution here. So I have 16 raised to the power of x equal to 0.25. All right. So the first thing I would want to do here is to convert this 0.25 into fraction. All right, is to convert this 0.25 into fraction. So for me to convert 0.25 into fraction, this is 0.25. All right, this will be 0.25 over 1. 0.25 divided by 1 will be 0.25. All right, 0.25 divided by 1 is still 0.25. So for me to convert it to a fraction, this is what I do. I'll move this point here. If I move this point here, I'll add 0. If I move the decimal point this way, I will add 0. So that is equal to what? 25 over 100. All right. So this is the fractional form of 0.25. All right. So what can divide? 25 can divide these numbers. All right. We'll have to break it down to the simplest number. So 25 here is 1. 25 here is what? Is 4. So my 0.25 over 100 is equal to what? 1 all over what? Over 4. All right. So you should know that 0.25 is the same thing as 1 all over 4. If I press that in my calculator, 1 divided by 4 will be equal to what? Will be equal to 0.25. So you should know that 0.25 and 1 over 4 are the same. All right. So having done that, this will be 16 raised to the power of x is equal to what? So my 0.25 is 25 all over what? 100. All right. And that is equal to what? 1 all over 4. All right. So this will be 16 raised to the power of x is equal to what? 1 all over what? 4. All right, because my 0.25 is what? 1 over 4. So I have 16 raised to the power of x is equal to 1 over 4. So from the negative index law of indices, you should know that x raised to the power of minus 1 is equal to 1 all over x. All right, this is from the negative index law of indices. The law states that x raised to the power of minus 1 is equal to 1 all over x. So 4 raised to the power of minus 1 will be equal to 1 all over 4. So in other words, all right, in other words, this 1 all over 4 is the same thing as 4 raised to the power of what? Minus 1, according to the negative index law of indices. All right, so this will be 16 raised to the power of x is equal to 4 raised to the power of what? Minus 1. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to express this 16 in index form. All right, so let me clean this off. So I have 16 here. I have 16 raised to the power of x is equal to what? 4 raised to the power of minus 1. So the next thing I'm going to do here is to convert this 16 to an index number. So 16 in index number can be written as 4 in such a way that it will have the same base as this number. So that will be 4 raised to the power of 2. All right, 4 raised to the power of 2 is 4 times 4, and that will give you what? 16. All right, so that is 4 raised to the power of 2. And then I have x here. So I'll open a bracket, put the x, and then close the bracket, equal to 4 raised to the power of 1 minus 1. So from here, this base number will cancel out this base number since they are equal. All right. So what I now have left is 2 open bracket s bracket close equal to what? Minus 1. So 2 times x will give me what? 2x equal to minus 1. So the next thing I'm going to do here is to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of x, which is 2. The coefficient of x is that number that is attached to 2. So I will divide both sides of the equation by 2. So this is divided by 2, divided by 2. So that these 2 will cancel out these 2. And that will make my x to stand alone. So x is equal to what? Minus 1 over what? 2. This is my answer. Alright. So the correct answer to this question, to this JAMB question, is option A. Alright. So this is the correct answer to this question.